Yo, is your boy Toy Time King, and today the usage stats have come out for June, and P's gotten a lot of new interesting Pokemon, guys. So yeah, we're going to be discussing them today. So you guys enjoy this video, please leave a like down below and subscribe to the channel for more Pokemon P content. But either way, let's scroll down to the bottom of this post that Marty has sent us, the usage stats for this month. So yeah, as you can see, we've received Corsola, Farfetch'D, Golurk, Melton, Galarian Mr. Mime, Galarian Rapidash, and Stunfisk. But we also lost in the meantime. We lost SHUCKLE. Somehow SHUCKLE got moved up to OU. Where's SHUCKLE? Like I can't. Yeah, SHUCKLE has left us for OU. I find it so funny, you know. All my days, OU took a pretty subpar Pokemon from us, but either way, SHUCKLE shall be missed. But focusing on these 7 new drops that we got, guys, I'm gonna hop onto the team builder to show you what these mons are all capable of doing. So so looking at Mr. Mime G first, I've decided to look at that Pokemon first. Obviously, it's quite similar to Mr. Rime, its evolution. The fact that it has access to Rapid Spin, but it can actually hold an Eviolite for it to be a tad bit more bulkier than Mr. Rime, actually. So faster, much faster, but also somewhat weaker with 20 less special attack than Mr. Rime. But I still feel like it can run exactly the same thing that Mr. Rime has been running for a month now, but obviously speed tier is going to come into clutch now because it's able to outspeed Pokemon like Silvally, Gourgeist, Normal, Basculin, for example. And yeah, it's going to be a quite threatening mon in the meta game. Not too much else to say on it, to be honest. You can run the same thing you've been running on Mr. Rime, to be fair. Unfortunately, it does not get Slack Off, so if you like running Slack Off as your last move on Mr. Rime, you cannot do that on its pre-evolution. So you could probably do something like Toxic, I mean Thunder Wave could work, Nasty Put as well, Healing Wish. It all just depends on what you need in that last slot, to be honest. Focus Blast, Shadow Ball, has all of these moves that it can use. Heavy Duty Boots or Eviolite, Choice Scarf is your choice, honestly. I think the most common one is probably either going to be Eviolite or Heavy Duty Boots. So yeah, so these two are now on the tier now, so it'll be interesting how people use this, or why people want to use this over Mr. Rime, to be honest. But yeah, that's all I have to say on Mr. Mime Galar. Rapidash-Galar, on the other hand, this one is going to be crazy here, man. This one's already crazy. So they decided to give Rapidash S Swords Dance's generation, if you guys did not know that. Rapidash-Galar is a Psychic Fairy type, pretty unresisted in this tier. Like, Psychic Fairy is pretty hard to wall. If we look at what resists we have in this tier, outside of like Mawile and like Steel types, resist Psychic, resist Fairy, PU. So yeah, basically Steel types are the only ones that can wall its dual stab, but physical Rapidash-Galar gets high horsepower, so when it's at +2, the Steel types aren't really any threat to it whatsoever. And his dual stab is just pretty uncontested, honestly. Play Rough does good damage, then Headbutt does good damage, and that's it for the physical set, to be honest. But you can also run Special Rapidash-Galar, which is actually quite threatening, to be honest, because you get Calm Mind and you also have Stored Power. And Stored Power, if you guys don't know, it boosts, the higher like stat boost you have, the more power Stored Power has, so hence the name Stored Power. So you can run Morning Sun, which gives it solid recovery, and then Mystical Fire in the last slot, which is able to hit stuff like Ponyard and Steel types. I mean, if you get to high enough boosts, like the Steel types don't want to be switching in, but Mystical Fire is mostly for Ponyard, which is immune to Stored Power, and at +1 special attack, you should be able to Oko Ponyard with Mystical Fire. And obviously, if you guys don't know, Pastel Veil is an ability that prevents it from being poisoned, so it can't be Toxic stalled out by any of the defensive mons in the metagame, which is pretty solid for this Pokemon at doing its job. People in the chat earlier were saying Keyberry on Rapidash-Galar, because the Keyberry boosts your defense after getting hit by a physical attack, which allows you to have a higher stored power, base power. So yeah, these are two sets that are probably going to be the two most common sets. Maybe not Keyberry, but like other items as well. Life Orb, Lumberry, I don't know. But yeah, physical special Rapidash-Galar. You also have like Scarf or Band choice sets pretty much that you can run. Choice physical, choice band has good stab and obviously high horsepower, perfect coverage there. Special, I could see choice specs. It'll probably be less run, to be honest, because choice specs has less options. Like, I mean, you have Dazzling Gleam and Psychic, but what else do you have in terms of special moves? Nothing really. I mean, Mystical Fire, that's about it really. So I don't think choice specs will be common at all, or just like pure special attacking Rapidash-Galar, because again you have stuff like Mr. Mime for that, so, and other psychic types. So probably Calm Mind Stored Power is the only special Rapidash set you will probably be seeing. But yeah, Stunfisk, my boy Stunfisk is finally back, guys, and I'm enjoying the fact that Stunfisk is back. Still no Volt Switch, which kind of sucks, but again, more rocker variety in this tier where people are just spamming Mawile and Palpitoad. It's nice to see some more variety in what we can run for Stealth Rock. And Stunfisk is looking good right now. High HP, good defenses. It's going to be a pretty solid defensive one. Unlike its Galarian counterpart, it does have Toxic, so it can actually not be entirely too passive, honestly. So obviously here, Stealth Rock Toxic is pretty given, Discharge as well, and you can run Earth Power Dual Stab, I guess, and then you either go Fizz Def or Spadef depending on what your team requires. Stunfisk is a pretty one-dimensional Pokemon, but the fact that we got another electric immunity, so you know, stuff like Raichu and Manectric won't be spamming Volt Switch as often. Yeah, I appreciate Stunfisk dropping, honestly, and that's actually gonna allow us to move on to our next rocker that we got from this, which is Golurk. And I had like an idea in my head that Golurk was gonna drop at a certain point in time, but it's good that it's finally dropped now, because we finally got an offensive rocker that's actually pretty threatening, honestly. 124 base attack is nothing to scoff at. Earthquake, Shadow Punch, Stealth Rock, Ice Punch, pretty offensive rocker set. What it was doing in the last generation, honestly. I'm happy Golurk is back. It's one of my favorite Pokemon to use in the PU metagame, honestly. It was one of my favorites to use in Gen 7 as well, so I'm happy that it's back now. So in terms of items, obviously, if you're not running rocks and you want to go full out offensive, Choice Band, Cobra Berry are probably your best bets to go. If you're running the rocker set, I mean, this Colbo, of course, that allows it to take dark hits from the likes of Feeble and Pawniard and probably kill them in one hit, because super effective against Pawniard, and then Feeble has like 0 defense. Yachi Berry is a different alternative you can run if you're having problems with Mr. Rhyme, and I think you'll do decent damage with Shadow Punch. I think you'll kill offensive Mr. Rhymes. More defensive sets, I have not checked the calculations, so correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section, but I'm pretty sure offensive Rhyme dies to Shadow Punch. So yeah, I think Cobra Berry is going to be more used, obviously, because like Pawniard will just come in for free. But the thing is, Sucker Punch doesn't even kill you from like what do you call it, full HP. So I mean, is Cobra Berry really necessary? I mean, people will still run it, but I mean, if you don't want to die like after like spikes or something, or just prior chip, because Golurk has no recovery. So yeah, Cobra Berry is the way to go. So yeah, 2 new rockers. I almost forgot about the other rocker, honestly, which is Corsola. I mean, we've got Corsola now, and Regenerator, I mean, I'm not really too hyped for this thing, honestly. I mean, it doesn't really beat anything in the meta, really. Like, its typing isn't the best in the world. You're 4 times weak to grass, you're weak to ground as well, which Golurk is. Golurk is going to be around now, and Corsola is not going to appreciate taking earthquakes, but it's another defensive rocker. So if you want another option that isn't Mawile or Stunfisk or any other rocker, in fact, like Palpitoad, then I mean, Corsola is your way to go. It has recovery regenerator, so it doesn't get chipped down that easily, but it's super passive, so you need to be careful for that as well. Moveset you can run for Corsola is obviously Stealth Rock, Toxic, Scald, and I guess what's the last move you're running? Recover. Yeah, gets Recover. So this is probably a standard Corsola set you're going to see with Leftovers or Rocket Helmet, I'm guessing. Regenerator is the given ability because of the aforementioned thing I mentioned, but Natural Cure is not too bad either. I mean, prevents you from getting toxic when you get switched out, but regenerate is overall the better ability because you have more longevity with that, even though you have recover. I mean, you could go natural cure if you want to, but I would prefer regenerate, honestly. And then you either go fizz death or speed death. Like, you can go either way, to be honest. Now moving back to our offensive Pokemon list, we have Farfetch'd, which I don't think is going to be utter trash this generation because I don't know, like the power level has just decreased in Gen 8 because we have a lot less mons in the PU tier now. So I mean, Farfetch'd finally has its time to shine, I suppose. Either on Leak or, you know, Choice Item or Satin. Defiant is always nice for, you know, Intimidate more while and Defoggers, even though I think Rapid Spin is a bit more common right now. But either way, it got first impression last gen, so it's going to use it again. Farfetch'd's coverage is really nice, honestly. I like its Galarian form, which people have tried to use in the past. I mean, it has Roost, it has Stab Brave Bird. I don't even think you need normal Stab, honestly. Like, people are like Slash, and I was like, nah, you don't need Slash, man. You can just run stuff like Knockoff, or even Night Slash, honestly. But yeah, Close Combat as well, got that this generation. So yeah, Farfetch'd is having a good time. 60 base speed is not the worst thing in the world in the tier right now. Your speed time with the likes of Pawniard, and I mean, it's not bad, but it could be better. But I don't know what to say, really. Is Farfetch'd gonna stay PU? I'm thinking, I don't know. Like, people will like to use it, but again, it's super frail and it's not particularly that strong. But its coverage with probably a choice band will make up for it. You can use Swords Dance even if you're feeling lucky, like I'm gonna outspeed it and kill stuff. But yeah, did I cover all the drops now? Melton. Okay, for the sake of the argument, I'm going to have to talk about Melton. So this thing has no move. Its move pool does not exist, pretty much. This is all it gets. But this is the meme I've been talking about ever since Melton dropped to NU, because it was eventually gonna land here at one point or another, and you know, time has come. So here's the set that I'm thinking you can use with Melton. Utilizing Magnet Pool in order to trap steel types like Morwell, which is the only relevant steel type you're trapping anyway, and have a chance of actually beating 1v1. But yeah, Melton is slow as hell, but you're gonna have to go max speed, max special attack in order to actually utilize the set properly, guys. So hear me out, yeah. So choice specs: Steel Beam. One shots more while, and it cannot do anything to you. Can't toxic you. I mean, it'll set out rocks, but this is what happens. Melton comes in on a more while setting out rocks, and you one shot it with Steel Beam. Spec Steel Beam is going to do a lot of damage, and Oko's more while. So yeah, guys, that's the only thing I see Melton doing. Otherwise, it's just a pretty massive unmon like Slowpoke Galar is until it gets its evolution, and then it might find a niche in Little Cup, I suppose, once it's able to hold Eviolite and regenerate is released. But yeah, that's all I have to say on the drops, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys did, please leave a like down below. I'll highly appreciate it, guys. Again, we're trying to get to 100 subscribers by the end of this year, and we're halfway through the year now. A lot has happened in the world right now, but yeah, you'd think that we're already here halfway through. I'm like, wow, time goes pretty quickly, guys. But yeah, either way, 100 subscribers for the end of the year. Any subscriber that, like, if you're new to my videos, I'll highly appreciate if you subscribe. I'll be a really happy dude. PUPL is also out as well. Just something else to talk about before I end off the video. PUPL sign-ups are out. I'll leave that in the description, or or pin it in the comment section if you guys want to have a shot of you know, getting drafted for PUPL. If you're serious playing, you know, if you're a PU player and you want to show your stuff, then sign up for PUPL, innit? And yeah, I'm gonna also record my, you know, round 8 games against Pro Copius. I do not know how to say your name, but yeah, we're going to be facing him, so I'll cover that game as well. But yeah, without further ado, guys, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.